Hi everyone. Today we are going to learn how to bind the data from JSON object to Java object and Java object to JSON object. Okay, so we will do some hands-on, then only you will get the clear picture. Okay, so now I am going to take a new project. Okay, I will create a one Maven project. Okay, I will go with the quick start. So I will take my project as a Java underscore JSON data. Okay, fine. So this is my group ID and my artifact ID. So from that Java okay, fine. I'll take same thing. Here, I'll finish it. Okay, we just created a Maven project. Okay. Pom.xml file, everything is created, and I don't have any resource folder here. So first we'll do, we'll read data from the JSON file and we'll bind that JSON data to our Java object. Okay. For that we need a resource folder. So we'll take resource folder. We know that folder inside src main resources. Okay, that's fine. Here I will create my JSON file. I will give a name as like employee. Okay, employee.json. This is my file. Okay, so I will take properties name. Okay, name like Kishore and address. I'm from Hyderabad. Okay, I'm saving. Okay, so now I want to bind this JSON data to my Java object. For that I will create a one POJO. So we have to know some points. Okay, that is whatever name you given to the JSON file, same name you better you give the same name, then only it is very easy to bind data. Okay, employee, finish it. So in the POJO class we are going to create a properties like same. What are the keys we have? Same keys we are going to give here in the POJO also. The keys are name inside JSON keys. Okay, one more key is address. So if you write, means you are just giving the keys of JSON data in the POJO class, and I am getting generating the setters and getters. Okay, generate and Control Shift S. I will generate one more toString method which will use it to test that which is exactly bind data or not. Okay, so now see. Okay, now I created a JSON file and now I created a on a POJO class. Now I will bind this data to this Java class. Okay, now for that we required one dependency. That dependency is jackson-databinding. Okay, that we can find in Maven repo. Just go to the Google and do Maven repo, and we can just go to the first link and you just search here jackson-databinding. Jackson-databinding is the dependency which is used for the conversions, like Java JSON to Java or Java to JSON data binding. So we'll use this one and we'll copy this dependency and we'll place inside the pom.xml. Control S, Control A, Control Shift F. We'll do the formation. Okay, fine. So now I will do. You can see this already. When I pasted the dependency, directly these are downloaded. So and still, if not came those type of dependencies, you just do Maven and update Maven project. You just do force update. So click on OK. Then only our dependencies, if not downloaded, now the dependency will be downloaded and it will be available out to our class path. Okay. So fine. We just kept only one jackson-databinding dependency, but here the downloaded dependencies, few more dependencies are downloaded like Jackson core and Jackson annotations. Okay. So how this is happening means if you go to the inside this jackson-databinding. So in the jackson-databinding you can find the dependencies. Okay, like Jackson annotation and Jackson core. So when you keep this jackson-databinding inside the pom.xml file, automatically it will download the Jackson annotations and the Jackson core also. Okay, fine, no issue. So now we'll do binding. So for that I'll go to the class. So this I have already given you a class. Okay, fine. Now here I will take object class. Okay, so object mapper class. Okay, object mapper which will use it to read the data from the JSON and to write file JSON data to JSON file, or to read the data from the JSON file. Okay, so here Control 1 and I will extract to local. So now I have taken this one. So object mapper. So I will use the object mapper to read data from the JSON file. Okay, object mapper dot I want to read, right? So I will use read value method. Okay, which is over so many older methods are there. So I will read data from file, right? So I will use this one. Okay, so here I will pass two arguments. One is file and one more is output, what we are going to get. Okay, so in this file I am going to pass the file path. So we need to import first the file. It is employee.json, and we'll see this file path. It is here, the location. I'll copy and I'll paste here. This is the first argument, and the second argument is what type of return value you want, means to whom, means which Pojo class you want it to bind. That Pojo class you need to give. Employee is our Pojo, so then only, so fine. Okay, then only the data which is read from the employee.json, that will bind to the particular Pojo class. Okay, so that Pojo class is I need to give, means I will give this file path here, and that will bind to the employee class, Pojo class. Okay, now see why it's getting here. Okay, it throws some exceptions. Okay, no worries. So it will give output, means it will give like a employee object. Okay, so control 1, I will take it into the local variable like employee. Okay, that means this object at read value which returns the employee object, because it will take the data from the employee JSON file and it will bind to the employee class. That's why finally this method will return the employee object. Okay, fine, I got the employee object. Now I want to check which is binded or not. I need to print. Okay, first employee.toString. Okay, fine, now everything is fine. Done. So let's check run application. See, I am printing the employee object. That is, employee object contains name Kishore, address Hyderabad. Okay, this is the data where I written here, the data I written. So you can check it like I change the address. Okay, now again I will check it out, is binding or not. JSON data binding to Java. See, the address has changed. So we are successfully bind the JSON data to our Java object. Okay, fine. Now see, this is a very linked. I mean, it's not good to keep like this much of path. Okay, I wanted to change this path. Okay, I want to optimize this one, and I will do one thing. So I will create a folder here in our project that I will take as the data. So I will copy this file, I will paste it to the data. Okay, now it came, and I don't want it here, so I will delete it. Okay, fine. So now I'll keep the same path. Okay, data plus employee.json. Okay, so this is the path. Now we change path, so it should look good, right? So now we'll check, run it. Still I am getting the data, so we're doing that way. So fine. So now next video we're going to see how we're going to bind our Pojo class, means a Pojo data to, means our Java object to our JSON file. Okay, we'll see in the next video.